Yeah, but
Wait, Zach, can you put the
You can do a 9.
turn the ACs off? What?
All right. Hello. All right. Yeah. Sound good. Yeah.
Hello.
I don't think you hear it. Sounds good. I look good, Griff.
How's
Yeah.
your shoulders good?
Yeah.
How often do y'all stretch? Beat that out.
Not often.
I actually stretch a good amount.
Really?
I do. I like.
Like how often?
Okay, right now it's a low period in my life, but I'm gonna say
For stretching,
a few times
or
a week.
just in general?
A few. Right now it's the highest one of my life.
Wait.
Man. Knicks are in the finals, but
A few times a week.
few times a week. Yeah.
You stretch?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I enjoy it.
Dead ass.
It's therapeutic. Yeah, I do enjoy it.
I never stretch.
To me, I think about it
Wait,
as like
we should record
self-improvement.
this. Hold on.
It's recording.
No, it's not. Is it?
Is the button square or is it circle?
Square. It's red square. Red square.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
Red square. Red square.
But how? Yeah. So like, how often do you stretch?
I stretch. Listen, I'm a guy who does not go to the gym anymore. Just I've given up. I've given up for a
Okay.
little bit. I'm taking a break. Let's just say that.
You're taking a break.
I'm
bro.
taking an
Yeah.
extended mental health
That's
break.
fair.
But I probably stretch once or twice a month.
I would still consider that high.
Because how often do you stretch? You work out every day, mind you.
Once or twice a year. I'll actually stretch.
Bro, you work out every day. You should
I
be
do work out
stretching
every
every day.
Bro,
Dude, when I was
I've
working
not
out
got time to be stretching at all.
before and after a set,
Before and after a set, every
get-
single time you stretch.
you don't know about those extra fibers that you can break by stretching after a set. That's real. That's real science.
Yo.
Giacomo, shout out Giacomo. He taught me that. You stretch, like if you're doing tricep pull downs right after, do a triceps stretch. It will light your tricep on fire, bro.
Literally right after a set, I just walk around. I'm just like, or drink water.
Bro, you should stretch. That's the best time to stretch too. You're elongating the muscle, man.
So like, if you're doing legs, you're just doing butterflies on the floor.
If I do squats, I'm gonna be right after you're gonna see me.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not.
all it takes.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Just a little bit, just boom, boom.
I go straight to my phone.
It doesn't feel good. To
I
you?
drink. I'm not thinking about that. I'm not thinking about stretching. That's why I don't stretch.
I'll say this though: if I'm hooping as a 25-year-old man, if I don't stretch, I'm done. I'm done for months. I'm done
Really?
for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
What?
to stretch my calves, my groin extremely well.
So like, before you play ball,
Yeah.
how long do you stretch?
I need at least 10 minutes.
What?
Yes.
10 minutes of stretching.
Yes, and I will usually stretch when I'm at my house, and then do another stretch once I get to the court.
Dude, no. If I know I'm gonna play pickup, I'm stretching the whole day.
100%.
I'll be like
What?
if I'm at work, I'm just stretching. I'll be stretching my hands sometimes. I gotta get ready for my pickup game, bro. I gotta be ready. Stretching my Achilles.
Y'all be stretching that much? For real.
I'm telling you, bro. I stretch multiple times a week. I love it. I love stretching.
Just in your room.
In my room, yeah. I'll put something on the TV. I've been into Seinfeld lately. Love Seinfeld. I put it on the TV.
Do you be doing like yoga stretches, or is it just
No,
like?
I don't be doing yoga. Exactly. A little bit of that, you know? And I think about, this is a long tangent right now, but hip flexors, that's everything, especially as you get older.
Because yeah, that's why I brought up the question. Because
Yeah.
well, a lifter at my gym, right? He stretches all the time.
Yeah.
And he does the hip flexor. He does the little butterflies.
That's
and
so
stuff,
important.
And he squats all the way down. And I obviously can't do that because I don't stretch. But I'm like, it's leg day. Who cares?
Yeah.
But I'm like, it got me thinking. I'm like, how
No.
often do people really stretch like
Dude,
that?
I love stretching.
What?
Yeah.
You
But-
be getting on the ground and stretching like that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Wow.
Dude, if I'm tanning, I'm stretching too.
What?
Yeah. 100%. I'm not gonna just sit there and tan. I'm gonna stretch a little bit. I'm gonna be a little active, bro. I don't gotta go on a mile run, but I can just do a little stretch. All right, let's start the episode,
All right,
bro.
let's
Let's start the episode. Welcome back to the episode of Run the Tape. 3 dudes, 1 game, and all the tape. I'm your boy Liam.
Boy Kai.
And Griff.
And we are back for episode 29. It's the beginning of June, and the New York Knicks are in the NBA Finals and just took game 1. This is an absolute dream come true for me. But let's get your reactions to game 1 to start off.
It was electric. It was absolutely electric.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we went together, obviously.
yeah, we went together. We saw the game, and we obviously went out to go watch the game, and just being around so many Knicks fans and watching that game,
Yeah.
it was explosive. I think every shot that was made immediately sent the house on fire. Even down 12, 14, still a very active crowd.
100%.
And obviously, getting into the Knicks, first half was a little bit of a struggle, but second half, you guys are a second half team. Definition of a second half team. And completely exploded. A lot of mistakes on the Spurs end that they need to fix up.
Yeah.
But you
And
guys, second half, played extremely well.
to go into that second half thing, like you look at the Spurs and going into the series, obviously they were betting favorites, rightfully so. They had a phenomenal year. But who would you trust in crunch time? The San Antonio Spurs and New York Knicks. I'm taking the Knicks,
New York Knicks.
all day. And that's where the Knicks have the advantage. I feel like in all these games is gonna be down the stretch in those crunch time situations. Obviously, we got Captain Brunson himself, absolute god at this point in time. But yeah, I think that was big for the Knicks.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
OG continuing to be
Hell
that number
yeah.
2 option in these playoffs. Starting that fourth quarter off with those 2 threes without Brunson minutes was
Yeah.
so big. And obviously his defense was amazing off ball, making Wemby uncomfortable. I think OG is the perfect guy and the perfect guy to scheme for a guy
Wemby.
like Wembenyama.
Yeah. Strong, big wing, lengthy, can get in the gaps. But let's give credit where credit's due. And I'm not going to take slander anymore about this guy. Karl-Anthony Towns straight up showed up last night. Okay, he watched the video on Chet Holmgren and how he shrunk under the pressure of the great Wembenyama, and Kat took that personally. Said, you know what, that's not going to be me. And from the get-go, not only on the defensive side, which has been the big talking point as of the past day, but offensively, he didn't shy away from Wembenyama. And I remember last night watching the game with you, and I said I was uncomfortable with the amount of attacking the Knicks were doing on Wembenyama. I felt like we should get a switch. We should get an advantage. The Knicks said no. That was the problem with what OKC did, is they tried to work around Wembenyama. The Knicks said we're gonna run through Wembenyama. We attacked the basket. We got blocked a lot, but ultimately, when you have Wembenyama all the way out on the perimeter because he's worried about you getting momentum dribbling, it helped the end goal. And the Knicks did, I think, Karl-Anthony Towns did a phenomenal job on Victor Wembanyama. Mitchell Robinson played big minutes for us. He didn't play a lot because of the injury, but he played big minutes for us. Jose Alvarado, although he had defensive problems, he hit tough shots that swung the momentum in this game. Josh Hart, 15 rebounds. He's a dog, man. You need a Josh Hart on your team. He does everything that you need him to do. He can't shoot at a high clip, but the 1 3 that he did hit was one of the best threes of the game. OG Anunoby, as you already mentioned, he's pivotal in everything that we do. The way he can go get a bucket at any given moment. Mikal Bridges didn't have his best game, but he's giving you value. He's one of the best defenders, one of the best wing defenders in this league. And on any given night, he can have an offensive masterpiece. I'm in love with this Knicks team. Dare I say, if we do win the championship, this is going to be one of the all-time great teams. That's how talented I think this team is.
This seems very talented for sure. But I want to go back to what you were talking about initially was Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
And I 100% have to agree with you on that. He I think he was definitely the big X factor coming into this game, especially for the Knicks. How he would prevail with Victor Wembanyama and having him, not only him being an assignment, but being the person that he has to play on defense and offense, coming at him. And I think he did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
I feel like Cat's game has just transformed so
100%.
much this season. Like, Cat has always been known as a guy who settles with the free ball, and obviously he's a generational shooting talent. But he's been so much more patient as of late, right?
Yeah.
With his play style, being one of the biggest facilitators on this team, and actually being aggressive around the block. And that's the exact kind of Cat you want to see.
Last night, obviously, they were taking Victor Wembanyama out on the perimeter, because obviously you have to keep in mind that Karl-Anthony Towns is a stretch big, but Karl-Anthony Towns was getting to the rim at will.
I think he only shot 1-3 yesterday.
1-3, but he was taking Victor Wembanyama off the dribble every time and taking it to the rack hard, making tough shots.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of way to play against Victor Wembanyama. He's been really stepping up, and not only just like you said before, settling on a 3-ball, but really just getting into like the fundamentals and like getting the right shot, the correct shot, and it's been really working out for him. So he's definitely the X factor in this Knicks team, and really balling out for them. So shout out Karl-Anthony Towns.
And just to speak on the versatility a little bit more, we've seen him shape-shift his game in different series this season based on what the Knicks needed. We've seen him be the classic big in isolation and can go get you a bucket. We've also seen him be more of a hub big, where he's in a lot of dribble, handoff actions, and being a great passer. This is, I mean, we're watching one of the all-time great bigs, and we're just not talking about it enough. Let's be real, man. We always talk about his soft demeanor, but this is changing it for me. What Cat is doing right now is changing the complete narrative around him, and if he's able to pull this off, he's one of the all-time great bigs. He gives you what, 3 conference finals and an NBA finals? That means something.
He's definitely in that Hall of Fame conversation now.
He's also been on more than 5 All-Star teams as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think if Karl-Anthony Towns continues to be this productive throughout the finals and pulls this off, he is no doubt a Hall of Famer in this league. No doubt.
Yeah.
I think even if they lose, his resume is pretty rock solid.
I agree.
He's a winning player.
Definitely.
But I want to talk a little bit about the Spurs too. Wemby, always emotional after losses, but in the media he was extremely confident that the Knicks can bounce. I mean, the Spurs will bounce back. We look at earlier series where they played Portland. He had the concussion. He comes back. He has a big game. He gets the Timberwolves. He got blown out. I think in game 1 the Spurs responded amazing.
Got ejected.
He got ejected. He came back the next game, responded, had a good game. How do you expect the Spurs to respond to this game 1 loss?
I think it all is literally on Victor Wembanyama's shoulders. You have to give a lot of fault to Victor Wembanyama's performance on the reason why they lost. Obviously, give credit to the Knicks because they defended him perfectly, like we just alluded to. But he has to play up to all-time great standards, like we've seen him this playoffs, for the Spurs to even have a chance. Obviously, we know what he's going to give you on the defensive end. The best defender of all time.
Yeah.
Kind of performances on the defensive end. But offensively, the shot selections have just been terrible. The Knicks have been doing a great job in having him force shots, a lot of bad shots near the rim, being defended well at the perimeter, chucking up bad threes. And that's all credited to the Knicks, but he has to understand that cannot happen. He needs to play a lot better for them to start winning games. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure on Wemby.
There's one thing we really got to talk about, and I was saying this before, and I was getting frustrated. And I know he was hurt, but De'Aaron Fox was abysmal last night. Abysmal. Shooting 3 for 13 from the field. Getting good looks. Getting really good looks. Getting his open mid-range. getting wide open threes. He had 4 uncontested threes in this game. And he needs to show up. Dylan Harper went 6 for 10 from the field and had 8 boards. He should be starting in this series. He is the better player. He is the Spurs' future.
Yeah, to give you some context of De'Aaron Fox last night, he shot 23% from the field, 0 for 4 on threes, and 3 for 13 for the night. Just,
I'm gonna go
3 turnovers
different.
too.
I'm gonna go a different direction than the both of you. I think that the Wemby thing can't be overlooked. Wemby has to play well. The Dylan Harper over Fox thing, I love the way Dylan Harper plays. Huge fan of him. Don't know if I would. I don't think I would make that change. But the critique that I am going to make is down the stretch of that game, Dylan Harper should have been on the floor. And that's where my point's going to come in, where it's about the coach for the San Antonio Spurs. The coach needs to show up. And I think last night really showed you the power of a coach. Julian Champagny hit 5 threes in the first half. Was it 4 or 5 threes? 5 threes in the first half. Doesn't get another one off for the rest of the game. That can't happen. He is your best 3-point shooter. He's one of the franchise's all-time great 3-point shooters in his 3rd season. You have to get him more looks. Wemby, again, he has to play better. But let's look at the looks that Wemby was getting. Was he getting those pick and roll lobs that we're so used to Wemby getting 10 points a game on? No, he wasn't. All of his looks were in isolation. And when the Spurs have Wemby in isolation, sure, he's an amazing player. That's not where you can utilize him the best. The best is the pick and roll threat. He's cleaning up the boards. Occasionally he's gonna be in isolation, but we can't, for the Spurs, you can't have an offensive system relying on Wemby isolation. He's not one of these guys like Luka or all that. He needs the team to get going for him to really get going. He needs to clean up the boards. He needs to be in pick and roll situations and getting the lob looks. I didn't see enough from that.
Yeah,
I didn't see enough.
I 100% agree, especially with your point with the pick and roll. Like, obviously, every time he's coming near the rim, he's getting doubled. He's getting doubled every time he's under the basket. And I think that utilizing a pick and roll where a double's coming for the help, having swing extra person wide open like a Julian Champagny would really push this Spurs team. And what you say about Mitch Johnson is definitely 100% true. There needs to be better scheming from the Spurs end, for sure.
Yeah.
Very heavy minutes from the starters last night.
Yeah.
For the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you look at Keldon Johnson, he played 8 minutes. This guy was 6th man of the year this year.
And he played good. He played good in the
minutes.
OKC series too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Luke Cornett played 10 minutes, by the way, was unplayable last night from the defensive side.
I don't even think it was about Cornett. It was just about getting Wemby out the game. It's so big for the Knicks. But you couldn't. Mitch Johnson was rushing to get Wemby back on the floor because Brunson was just attacking Cornett every possession.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to stay on the same finals.
I just want to also say that De'Aaron Fox played a lot of minutes last night. 38 minutes total.
Well, here's the thing, though.
And Dylan Harper, who was arguably the second best player on their team, was 27 and a half minutes. 10-minute jump for De'Aaron Fox. Keep in mind, he only scored 7 points. But Dylan Harper's 16.
The context has to be put in this, man. The context of their entire careers. Dylan Harper is a rookie playing his first finals game, right? And I don't think that Dylan Harper is a better player than De'Aaron Fox yet. I think we're looking at a small sample size. De'Aaron Fox has also had really good playoff games this season. So
has Dylan Harper.
But
all right, better. Let's be clear. He's had better games.
Dylan Harper's had better games than De'Aaron Fox.
Yes.
I couldn't say that for sure.
In the playoffs?
I couldn't say that for sure. Who averages more in the playoffs?
Let's check.
But the point being is I'm not trusting a dude. I have a lot of faith in De'Aaron Fox based on what he's been able to do his entire career. You're not going to let a few minutes of basketball change your opinion on a player like De'Aaron Fox. So I understand the decision. I'm going to go with clutch player of the year winner, De'Aaron Fox in the clutch over the rookie who's playing this first playoff game. Granted, he had a good first half. Doesn't mean he's going to have a great second half. I understand the decision not to put. And 27 minutes, let's not act like it's not a lot of minutes. For a bench player, that's a healthy amount of minutes. It was really just those down the stretch minutes that you were like, maybe Harper should be on the floor. But I understand.
Yeah, so De'Aaron Fox is scoring more, but on a way lower efficiency. Dylan Harper is shooting at 50%, and then De'Aaron Fox at 42% from the field.
De'Aaron Fox also takes more threes.
True. He's shooting 30% from three. All 5 attempts.
It's not good.
Not good. It's not good.
Who do you think has a higher ceiling, Dylan Harper or Stephon Castle?
I think Dylan Harper has a higher ceiling. I think Stephon Castle is an amazing player, and him being able to be in his second year now, right?
Second year.
The point guard for a team of this high caliber, and the defense that he brings, he's an amazing player. But Dylan Harper, we're looking at a generational finisher. I believe that. I think that this guy has that Kyrie, Jamal Crawford touch around the rim.
Dare I say even Jalen
Brunson-esque
finishing.
Yeah, he really does, actually. That's a really good comparison. But the wizardry that he does with the ball. I mean, I know what a behind the back looks like. The ease that he can just go behind the back at any given time. The balance that he has. The ability to finish into contact, not bounce off of it, is something that you just can't teach that. You know, I coach kids. You can't teach that kind of stuff. You either have it or you don't. And we're looking at a guy in his rookie season who's playing in the playoffs amazing. I think his ceiling is I said it to you guys before, a 1A player in this league. A 1A player on a championship team. That's how highly I think of Dylan Harper.
I completely agree. And I'll say Stephon Castle is an unbelievable player who also has a great finishing package, some of the best athleticism in the NBA, and one of the better playmakers in this league at such a young age.
So true.
However, from an offensive standpoint, I feel like Stephon Castle relies on his athleticism, and that won't be with him forever. Dylan Harper has the things, like you said, that you can't teach, and that's why I put Dylan Harper's ceiling higher.
I like that.
I agree, but I think that this is extremely close. What we're seeing from Stephon Castle, especially in his second year, is absolutely phenomenal. He's arguably, at his position, one of the best defenders in the NBA. Damn near one of the best defenders just in general.
Yeah.
Not even positionless or not. And, you know, that's something you also can't teach. You cannot be a better defender overnight. That just does not happen.
But Dylan Harper, no slouch of a defender.
He's no slouch, but
He's no Stephon Castle.
He's no Stephon Castle on the defensive end.
Stephon Castle has top 5 defender in the league potential, and he might already be there, honestly, from what we've seen of him this postseason.
Exactly. And, like, obviously once we get into his real prime, we'll be able to see how much of a defender he can really develop to be. And I just don't see that out of Dylan Harper. But it really comes down to what you guys have been saying. It's about the intangibles that Dylan Harper has, man. What you can't teach. His touch is just so good. His facilitating is so good. And that's just something that Stephon Castle, although very good, is not at the level of Dylan Harper. And I made that comparison before with Jalen Brunson. I really see a lot of similar game between the two. Just in terms of getting people open, having a good crossover package, and all those other stuff. The finishing, the shot selection is very, very across the board, very close to very good. And once we get into the Dylan Harper prime and what he's going to be the best at, he's really going to fix up a lot of those things and really become a top player.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, we're going to look back when we're old men and say to our kids, Yeah, we watched Jalen Brunson and Dylan Harper, two of the best guards in NBA history, go at it in the finals.
Definitely.
And that's just the way it's going to be because
And
they're two generational talents.
That's absolutely awesome.
So,
That's
what do you guys think of the Stephon Castle comparison to John Morant? And obviously, nothing personality-wise, purely basketball related. I really like it, honestly.
What?
Stephon Castle compared to John Morant.
I mean, Stephon Castle's a world's better playmaker than John Morant.
He is a better playmaker.
He's a better playmaker.
Their games aren't similar? You telling me their games aren't similar?
I'm not saying that. I actually kind of agree with you.
Okay.
But I will say at this point, Stephen Castle is probably a better version of John Morant.
Duh.
It's not a horrible
Duh.
comparison, but what Stephon
Athletic
Castle
finishing.
Stephon Castle, his two best attributes are playmaking and defense. Those are not John Morant's best attributes.
That's fair.
John Morant's best attributes are finishing around the rim and overall shot creation.
But when you consider offense, though, offensively, John Morant and Stephen Castle are very similar.
Yes, I agree.
The lack of shot and the athleticism around the rim is both extremely similar.
I agree.
But the defense is the really thing that carries over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
for sure.
I have a good question. Whose legacy would take the biggest hit if they were to lose this NBA Finals? And now let me just remind y'all real quick.
Out of either team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wemby, if you don't win this finals, he can't be the GOAT no more. Apparently. Right? You lose one.
You lose 50% of NBA fans, I will say.
Yeah.
When you lose a
He
finals.
can't be the GOAT no more. So put that in perspective. This is
It's
a tough
insane
question.
because what we're seeing, people really need to realize watching this series, the Spurs should not be here right now.
No.
The average age of their team is 25 years old, and you still have Bismack Biyombo, Kelly Olynyk, and Mason Plumlee on your roster. So
Without those guys, the average age might be what?
19?
It's
what I'm
crazy.
trying to say is Wemby and this young Spurs core,
Yeah.
they get slack if they lose this finals. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt no matter what here.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that this team is going to make noise for the next decade.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. The league is honestly terrified.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, though. The Spurs, for what we thought of them beginning of the season, way overachieved any kind of expectation that they had. Any fan in general.
100%.
Because they weren't even a playing team.
I was
last year.
one of the highest people on the Spurs. I didn't even expect this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the fact that they made it this far, it's all credit to them.
But also, and the reason why this question is tough is because the same thing could be said for the Knicks. Now, I know people like Griff had the Knicks in the NBA Finals, but the Knicks are also at a point where I'm not going to be like, damn, I'm disappointed in Jalen Brunson if he loses. I'm disappointed in Cat if he loses. You know? I think it's...
So you're satisfied.
No. That's exactly what I didn't want to get across.
That's exactly what you implied.
No, the question is whose
Regardless,
legacy
though,
would take the biggest hit?
Yeah,
everyone's legacy just got bumped up because they're in the
Everybody
finals.
that made it to the finals this year, their legacies have been bumped up, regardless. Because when you look at it, both of these teams overachieved.
That's exactly the point I was trying to make.
They overachieved, both
Yeah.
of them. No one, obviously, it was a toss-up from the beginning of the season. No one really knew who was going to... But you had your title contenders. And to say that the Spurs and the Knicks were the top two contenders was a conversation, regardless if the Knicks did make the playoffs and predictions were made. Obviously, a lot of people did predict the Knicks to make it, but they still had an underdog shot.
Yeah. I mean, looking at it now, it seems almost ridiculous that I didn't even think that. I mean, that this could happen, but the Knicks, this you can't say this season was a failure.
And especially in just the way that both these teams have also made it to the finals also has to take account in this conversation. No one expected the Knicks to be this good in the playoffs. Let's be honest. No one in the world had expected this.
I mean, this is one of the
They swept back to back, only lost 2 games, and made it to the finals with ease. They are on a 13-game winning streak going into this finals, including winning game 1. None of us expected this.
You know,
Let's be real.
The last, if you count the playoffs, right? The last time the Knicks lost 4 games was all the way back in March. And they have 2 losses against the Atlanta Hawks. That's how good this team is on right now. This is some of the best basketball we've ever seen. This is, I mean, it's the Knicks, man. It's awesome, man.
This could be, honestly, one of the best finals ever.
I 1,000% agree.
I think this could be one of the
best
ever.
finals of my lifetime.
Yeah.
It's top 3 already. Just because
Already?
of the
Game
circumstances,
1?
yeah.
No, you need more time. I'm just saying I think
The Knicks
it
are in the
will
finals,
be
bro.
that.
Knicks are in the finals.
Yeah,
One
for him,
spot
it's
is Cavs, Golden State 2016.
Yep.
2 spot is probably Heat, Spurs 2013.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I think those are the 1, 2. What about 2018, guys? Y'all don't consider that? Dude, I
That
love
was a Mickey Mouse
that,
ring.
that was a great series, right?
That was, yeah.
What about 2020? I'm going to go with that in my
That's
2
messed up,
spot.
Today is one of the hardest rings ever, apparently. All right. Let's get to a big hitter. Okay. Question that you already kind of spoiled a little bit. Who is having the better third season? Victor Wembanyama or the Great?
You talking about DPOY Wemby?
Talking about DPOY Wemby.
But we're also
or
talking
third
about
year,
the
the
king.
Great, the King LeBron James.
LeBron
What are his stats?
Ramon James.
I texted you guys one of the stats, and I think it was he averaged 31 points a game on like 40, I think it was like 46 minutes.
What?
And he played all 80, I think he played like 81 games that year or something like that.
What?
He averaged.
My king.
Okay. So, like Wemby, LeBron was second in MVP votes in his 3rd year.
Wemby was third.
Wemby was 3rd. Jokic was 2nd.
Really? Oh.
And Steve Nash won that year, right?
03?
No, LeBron's third year.
No. Oh,
that was 05.
05? It was Steve Nash.
31 points,
Over Shaq.
1.6 steals, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 51% from the field. Wow.
Wow.
Wait, how many minutes and how many games did he play?
He played 79 games. 42 minutes a game.
Bro.
I mean, he shot 50% from the field.
Average 31.
This is playoff
30.
stats or regular season stats?
Regular
Regular
season.
Go to playoffs.
Playoffs.
That's a good question, actually. Playoff stats.
I feel like those are the more important stats right now, especially in the condition that we're seeing it right now.
Yeah, let me look it up.
I want to see Wemby's stats.
So LeBron's third season?
Yep.
2000.
All right, so he averaged 20. What? Third season. His first time he made the playoffs, right? 2005, 2006?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he averaged 30 points a game, 30.8 points a game, 5 turnovers. That's a lot. 5.8.
averaged 5 turnovers?
Yeah, he averaged 5 turnovers.
Wow.
5.8 assists a game, 8.1 rebounds a game. He shot 47% from the field on 23 attempts, 33% from 3 on 4 attempts. Played 46.5 minutes a game. Played 13 games.
Okay.
Lost to Detroit in 7.
I'm giving it to Wemby. I think Wemby's had the better third season for sure. Defensive Player of the Year.
Unanimous.
This is what I'm going to say.
Wait, why? Well, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But why? Just DPOY winner?
I think he has been more impactful for sure. He's been more impactful to his team, and he's carried them to the NBA Finals.
You're saying that about LeBron James' team. In 05?
He didn't go to the Finals.
Yeah, but he took a previous championship winning team to 7 by himself.
It's true.
Come on. Wemby has all-stars.
It's a good point.
This
A
is
lot of-
this is the route I'm going to take. I think Wemby has had the more impressive season because he's in the NBA Finals. He beat OKC, not just in the regular season, but I mean now in the playoffs.
One of the greatest teams ever assembled.
Defensive Player of the Year. I personally thought that Wemby was the most valuable player in the league.
Agreed.
But it's a more impressive season, but I would take third year LeBron over third year Wemby because I just think LeBron is a more impactful. LeBron at this time is a more impactful player than Wemby is right now. Let's remember, LeBron was running these teams back then. Like
That's
he
what I
was
alluded to, yeah.
exactly. It's exactly what you alluded to. It's LeBron was everything for those Cavs teams, and the teams that he was going up against in the East at the time were no joke. Definitely out-talented and outmatched LeBron.
The Spurs are a
Dude.
playing team without Wemby. Like an 8 or 9 seed, maybe.
But the Cavs without LeBron on those teams, it was probably the worst team in the NBA. The worst team in the NBA.
Yeah, but you also got to look at what the competition that Wemby's facing. It's the best the NBA's ever been.
Agreed. But we're taking legacy into consideration, so you gotta just take
I
it
know,
out into
but think
account.
about LeBron. We're talking about some of LeBron's peak years. This isn't even
This
LeBron's
is
peak.
this is not LeBron's
But this
peak.
is any other player's peak. This is Shea. Basically looking at Shea, except can pass better, can defend better, can do everything better.
You gotta also keep in mind the Pistons were loaded.
The Pistons were loaded.
They had multiple really good players, and LeBron was by himself.
I'm just taking Braun, bro. I'm taking Braun. Wemby has the potential to be the GOAT, but I don't know if Wemby will peak higher than LeBron James.
Yeah, because also in LeBron's
Really?
I don't know. He
Actually,
can.
I don't know.
He can.
I don't know about that.
He can.
I
but-
disagree. I think
Yeah.
he could definitely peak.
Okay, well, I just said he can, but I wouldn't bet on it. He can, but do I think he's gonna be better than 2018 Braun? Don't see it happening.
I think a lot of things would have to happen in his career for that to really be shown. I think he has to. Obviously, his team right now is loaded. If he's shown me that he can do it against with little people around him, like little help, that would really show me if Wemby was really like that. But that's also unfair to say because organizations, you can't help that.
It's kind of like the same thing with like Tim Duncan. Is like why people take away from him is because he was always surrounded by good teams.
yeah, exactly.
It's unfair.
And he's gonna
but
have Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper around him for a really long
probably
time.
a very long
For
time.
probably a very long time. I don't think the Spurs have any idea in moving these players.
Best franchise, man. They're really the best
So-
franchise.
You know, it's a hard argument, but I'm also gonna say LeBron, man. LeBron was carrying teams at what, 20 years old, 21.
He was. Then those teams were so trash.
They're terrible, absolute
So
garbage.
bad.
Yeah. Drew Gooden. I think it was good.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, couldn't.
Gooden.
Good, and was taking them deep into the playoffs.
To the NBA Finals.
To the NBA Finals with nobodies.
I mean,
in his fourth year.
not to keep glazing LeBron, but the man did go to 8 straight NBA finals. We haven't even had
a back-to-back.
a back-to-back since. Maybe one, maybe Golden State once back-to-back. But
What do you mean no? Golden State went back to back.
they did in
But LeBron was still playing those times.
but I'm saying after his 8 in a row, because they went 18 and 19, Golden State made it, but LeBron didn't make it in 19.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
okay, that's
but,
fair enough.
but either way, bro,
played LeBron
one
in 18.
time, and it was the greatest team ever assembled. No, like that achievement is so it's so ridiculous to think about. Like, I don't know. Okay, I wanted to ask this last question too. Is Wemby ahead of schedule in the GOAT debate? It's related to the other one, but
He is. He's definitely ahead of schedule. Because what he's accomplished this season is unlike any other third-year player. He had the best defensive season in NBA history
yeah.
in his third year. His third year. not his prime 10th year in the league. He
His
hasn't
third year,
even
bro.
developed into his best self yet. And he's the best defender in arguably NBA history. That's how good he is.
It's
And-
genuinely insane.
Genuinely insane. So already he's already scoring high on this GOAT list, to be honest. If someone said, you know what, you can be a Hall of Famer right now, I wouldn't even deny it.
I totally agree.
What he's put up already, based off, 2.5 seasons, has been unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
And I remember when people were talking about the new face of the league, and we were mentioning names like John Morant and Zion Williamson,
Anthony Edwards.
and we would just dismiss Wembenyama because he wasn't American. You know how stupid all those people were. Just because he's a French dude, just because he's French, he can't be the face of the NBA. Do you see how good he is? Do we see how good this guy is? I mean, we're sitting here on a podcast comparing him to LeBron James. How many other humans have we ever compared to LeBron James? One. That's insane. That's insane.
That was a bar.
He's also impossible to hate.
That was a bar.
That's another thing. He's
For
so
sure.
likable. What's not to like about this guy? He stays out of trouble. He focuses on the right things. He says the right things to the media. He's confident, but not too cocky.
Has great work ethic.
Extreme work ethic.
It's top level. I can't think of a player that I would trust more to work hard in the offseason. I mean, he don't care about nothing but hoops. But he shaved his head.
Extremely disciplined player, man.
Met with Hakeem Olajuwon, took his stuff. Like, this is unbelievable what we're seeing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he had off-season link-ups with Hakeem and KG. Like, he's doing the right things.
He's going about it the right way.
He just cares about basketball so much. And
It's-
like
oh,
as a fan, you just really appreciate that. Cause you really that's people that anybody should look up to. Like
Yeah.
I would want my kids to look up to him.
I know.
No Glaze aside.
I know at some point Wemby and Greg Popovich are going to have that Master Oogway Poe moment. Like Greg Popovich is the mastermind behind all this behind the scenes. Like he is making
No,
sure
that's-
that Wembenyama is developing and flourishing into one of the greatest to ever do it.
That's a freaking fact, okay?
No doubt.
And I want to take us back to a moment where Wembenyama almost got suspended in that game for the elbow. And Greg Popovich met him outside the plane because he was disappointed in him. Wemby clearly took that to heart. And, we talk about these guys, right, as if they're heroes or they're gods or they're myth, but they're not. They're human. And when a human gets talked to and praised all the time, constantly, like Wemby has, probably since he was 14 years old, it can easily get to your head and you can start to lose a sense of authority, right? But Wembenyama, what makes him, I think, so special is he has that respect for the people that should be respected. He could have blew off Greg Popovich and been like, I'm the best player in the world. I could do what I want. He took a step back. He said, you know what? Greg Popovich is right. He's been here before. He's a legend. I'm not everything. I am what I've learned, and I can learn from this situation. And he had one of the best games of the playoffs right after that.
Essentially what you're saying is like not to like put words in your mouth or anything like that, but like it's a lot of his like lack of ego. A lot of it is just like him willing to take in everything and be
100%.
just like a student of the game. Like he could have just been like, I'm 7'6", I'm the best player in the world. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he takes everything, every game seriously, and he's just all about it and just a well-disciplined player and not just a person in general.
He's also in just the perfect situation. Perfect situation. And you look back at that draft year, and the Rockets had that horrible year, and they were supposed to be the number one pick, but Spurs ended up getting it. So imagine, like, do you think, like, if he was drafted to another squad, he'd still be this impactful? Or is him being on the Spurs sort of inflating his overall value in stock?
I think both can be true. Because I think he would have still been a great player and arguably one of the best players ever. But being in this organization has pushed his third year, pushed his development faster than we could have ever expected.
Yeah.
Having people around him like Greg Popovich and that well-run organization can only benefit you.
Yeah.
This is a well-run organization that has been doing it for years. You can argue if they're even the best organization of all time. When it comes to development, they're top of the game.
Yeah.
So, obviously, you got to give the Spurs a lot of credit where credit's due. But he was born to be a phenom.
Yeah.
This is all on him. A lot of it is all on him and how he is as a person. So you got to give respect for that.
Yep. That's going to do it for this episode of Run the Tape. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Let us know what you want to see. A bunch of new content's coming out. And until next time, let's run the tape.
Enjoy the finals, y'all.
Yup. Let's go, Knicks.